Health e-course. This video, we're talking about what are some of the most beneficial, easy to use, user-friendly, what are your top oils. So I'm going to give you my 5 top picks for the best, easiest oils to always have on hand. And these are just my favorites. I think that they're the easiest to use. These are the ones that I've been using and keeping around my house for years. But remember, we're talking about plants, and there's hundreds of different kind of plants out there, all with different properties. So don't limit yourself to just these, but this is a good starting point to start to acquaint yourself with individual herbs and individual plants and essential oils. Once you learn how to use those, then you can start to combine those and use essential oil blends. So here's a good starting point. One of the first and most popular essential oils is lavender. And if you have your oils at home with you, you can break your oils out right now and follow along with me. This is really kind of fun and easy to do. So if you have your lavender, open it up and you'll take the cap off. And first of all, we're going to use it aromatically and just smell it. And you'll notice that there's that soft lavender scent, very recognizable. This oil is really known for its ability to calm the body. It is relaxing. Remember when we talked about how the essential oils work, one of the ways that a scent affects you is through your limbic system, and that does messaging for your brain. All kinds of things happen once you're introduced to a scent. With lavender oil, one of the things that was found in research was when rats were given that oil, essential oil of lavender, to smell, their cortisol levels reduced. So cortisol is a stress hormone that can make you sick and cause all kinds of health problems. And you want to keep that level down and managed. And so obviously we need to do stress management. One great way to do it is by including a little lavender in your daily regimen. And this is one of my favorite ways to do it, is take the oil and use just 1 drop. Okay. So you've got 1 drop here. Just rub your hands together and create a little heat between your palms. And then you can take the oil and rub it on the back of your neck. Give yourself a little neck massage. Back here, you're now introducing the oils to your spinal cord, down your spine. So that's another messaging area for your brain. Of course, use it here. You can rub it along your temples, always avoiding your eyes because it can irritate the skin. Putting your essential oils on your hands, this is just one way that it can be really helpful to your body. Your hands and your feet are a great place to apply oils because there's a lot of capillaries in your hands and feet. These are like little doorways into your bloodstream. So by putting those onto your hands and feet, you're putting the oils right into your bloodstream where they can go in there and do their magic. So on the hands, the back of the neck, for helping to calm the body, promote relaxation, promote stress relief. One of my favorite ways to use lavender essential oil is taking it to the beach. Every time we go to the beach, we live here in Southern California where there's tons of bees on the beach in the summertime. And my kids are guaranteed to step on a bee and get stung. So I just carry a little lavender oil in my beach bag, and if somebody gets stung, I put it immediately on the sting to help with that redness, and boy, that bee sting hurts. So it really helps in cases like that. Or if you get a cut or scrape, it's also going to help to improve your immune system function around the site of that little scrape or injury. So many ways to use lavender essential oil, whether it's just the scent or using it topically. Those are some great ways to use it. Another oil that you really need to have around is lemon essential oil. And so remember, we're talking about the lemon that comes from the peel of the lemon, not the inside. The inside is basically citric acid, that's the juice. The rind contains the volatile oil. When we say volatile, that means that it's basically going to evaporate and go into the air quickly. So you'll notice that when you use your essential oils, you'll smell them. They'll be very potent for a few minutes, and then they'll slowly dissipate over time. And they're either absorbing into your body or dissipating into the air. So that's why they're very strong at first, and then after an hour or so, you probably won't smell them. Lemon essential oil is one of my go-tos. I have this every morning in a glass of water to help stimulate the digestive system. Great essential oil for mood balancing and enhancing your mood, and also for general digestive processes. It can support all functions of the body and also be used to clean your home. I'm going to show you later how to make a few things that you can use to clean your home without using toxic chemicals. So lemon is one of those that you just kind of need to have around your house all the time. The next one is called Melaleuca. And so you might be familiar with this from its botanical name, or the tea tree plant that is commonly used in Australia. That's where it's coming from. A lot of people call it tea tree. We call it by its botanical name, Melaleuca. We use it anywhere that we need a little help for the body to promote healing of tissues. The other thing that's really nice about Melaleuca is that it does not sting when you put it on. Whereas something like lavender is really nice as a first aid oil, but it does sting if you have any abrased skin or a small cut. It will sting a little bit, where Melaleuca won't sting at all. In fact, I have put it on my kids when they've had little injuries and had them close their eyes, and they don't even know that it's going on. So great oil to use for that. You can also use it in your teeth if you have any areas in your teeth or gums that need to improve on, or maybe for your skin. You can use a little tea tree oil diluted in water on your skin to help improve your skin tone. Another oil, now again, I'm going to have you open your oils and follow along with me on this one. This will wake you up. Peppermint oil. This is a very stimulating oil. It's really strong, but used for so many things. This is the go-to when you have anything stomach related. This is my first choice, peppermint oil. And you can use it internally, where we use it a drop in water, maybe a drop in a capsule. You can put it right on your stomach, which sounds crazy. Why would you put it on your stomach? I'll explain that in a second. Or you can smell it. So let's start with how we use it to stimulate our senses aromatically. So you're going to take your oil, put one drop on your palm. And again, remember the oils come out really fast. Rub it together. So if you're following along at home, you're going to notice all these scents coming into the air. Every time you put oil on your hands, it's going into your body. So we want to still be cautious with how much oil we use. So now we've got one drop of oil on our hands. That's a lot. You'll notice how strong that scent is. And you might now start to smell it even though it's not even near your face, and it's probably lighting up the room. If you have really sensitive eyes, keep your eyes closed and always be careful to keep that away from your face when you're using peppermint oil. So the next thing you can do is bring your hand a little closer to your face, as long as it's not irritating your eyes, and just breathe it in. And you'll notice your senses wake up. You are mentally stimulated, a little bit more awake if you were getting tired. And also, you can breathe better. It opens your sinus passages and makes breathing a whole bunch easier. So this is great if you're having any kind of congestion from a cold. You can breathe this in to help regulate the respiratory system. Great during cold and flu season to keep this guy around and make all kinds of things from it. And again, also I mentioned you can put this on your stomach. Now that seems crazy, but remember we talked about how small the molecular structure of these essential oils are, and that gives them the ability to actually penetrate right through your skin and go into your organs. Pretty amazing stuff. So those are a couple of ways that you're going to use the oils. And again, don't forget, you can always drop it into your water bottle. I always recommend glass water bottles if you're putting oils in to water. And those are a few ways of using peppermint oil. I'm sure you'll think of more. Then finally, frankincense. This is not a really common oil, but you might recognize it from the Bible. Frankincense, myrrh, and gold were mentioned as they were given to baby Jesus. And frankincense is probably one of the most powerful oils that we have in our arsenal of essential oils. Its abilities are really unmatched as far as essential oils and plants that are available to us. So we use this anytime there's a need for supporting the body's cellular defense system. So when our bodies become inflamed, it's usually due to an allergy or an injury or maybe even an autoimmune problem that is causing inflammation in the body. So there's a lot of reasons where we can get inflammation, but what we want to do is support the natural cellular process of the body. We want to help the body to regulate its cells and protect its cells. So cellular protection, cellular nourishment, right here. This is what you want to use, frankincense. And when I first smelled frankincense, the first thing I thought of was a Catholic church, because it smells exactly like the frankincense that they steam on the holidays in a Catholic church. You'll recognize that smell if you know it. So when you use frankincense, it's not an oil that I would recommend diffusing and using so much aromatically, because it is kind of an expensive oil. Remember, it's coming from a resin. So we have talked before about essential oils coming from plants and flowers or from the skin of citrus fruits. Well, this one is coming from a gum-like resin that comes from trees and like a sap. And so we extract the oil from that. And frankincense oil, then it takes a lot of that resin to make a little bit of essential oil. So we're going to use that oil. And of course, it's very expensive because of the way it's extracted. So when you use essential oil of frankincense, let's make sure we're using 1 drop at a time. You can use it directly on your palms. You can use it as a mist on your body. Just dilute it in a little bit of water and even combine it with other essential oils to mist onto your skin. It's really good for supporting the natural health of your skin as well as internally for your body's support of cellular system. So those are just a few of my favorite essential oils. Those 5 should be good to get you started, but don't limit yourself there. Make sure that you tap into all the different essential oils that we have available, learn how to use them, and start to incorporate them into your day-to-day life. So check in on your download section for all the notes that go with all of these oils to give you a little bit more information on each oil. And we'll see you in the next video where I show you how to use these to make some great recipes.